Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in to your Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network. Keaton Formaster here with Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, broadcasting live from Dixie High School as the Dixie Flyers getting ready to host the Pineview Panthers on a Tuesday night. Guys, welcome in everybody as well to our Bucks Ace Hardware pregame show. Go check out Bucks with their 3 Southern Utah locations. Brand new location just off State Street in Hurricane as well. Go check them out for all your hardware and outdoor needs. Devin, Paul, we are kicking off this week strong with a long-time rivalry between Dixie and Pineview.
Yeah, no question about it. You go back to the old days. These teams have had some battles over the years, both proud baseball programs, and both teams kind of feeling their way in Region 9 play right now. Dixie 3-3, Pineview just the one region win. They split with Cedar. Other than that, they haven't been able to find one. So maybe a little bit more pressure on Pineview tonight on the road. They fired up with Crimson later this week. So this is a big stretch for the Pineview Panthers. They can make up a lot of ground. Meanwhile, Dixie has split every series of the season. We've seen the good Dixie when they've won, and we've seen them play not so good when they've lost. And that's why they're 3-3 with still a lot of meaningful games left for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these teams right now still looking pretty good. I mean, when you look at the RPI, Region 9 as a whole is still doing really well. So, you lose in Region 9, you don't really get hit much for that just because everybody is such a good team, so everyone's got overall pretty decent records.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at the Dixie Flyer team coming in today, coming off a 14-1 win over the Cedar Reds and playing some good baseball right now, but like Devin said, split every series. So maybe they're going to start this series off hot, and Pineview on the other end looking to get some region stability here, get some wins in region, and get trending the right way before the playoffs.
Absolutely. Well, as we are getting closer to the start of this game, again, we've got ourselves a heavy week of baseball here with the holiday coming up. They've moved Friday's games over to Thursday, so we kind of got a bam, 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 3 nights of baseball, and tonight's night number 1 of Region 9 baseball with Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, full of baseball across the schedule in Region 9. So tonight really does start things off for the rest of the week. But again, a good slate of games going on today as well across the region, not just this game. You've got Snow Canyon, and I believe it's Crimson Cliffs that are going at it at Crimson Cliffs High School tonight. So that's going to be a really good game as well that I'm sure a lot of fans are going to be looking forward to tonight. We'll, of course, be giving you some of those Region 9 updates as the night goes on as well. So look forward to some of that.
Yeah, and we'll have Snow Canyon Crimson tomorrow night. That'll be our next broadcast. So we got this game tonight here from Dixie High School against the Panthers, and then we'll have Crimson and Snow Canyon. And, of course, they've had some meaningful games over the last couple of years, the reigning champs versus the previous 2-time state champs. So some proud baseball programs, to say the least. And, everybody always asks me, like, how tough is Region 9 in a lot of sports? But when it comes to baseball, it's always historically been the toughest region in the state. I always tell people, if you're a 4 or 5 seed and you heat up in the postseason, you're probably good enough to win a state championship because this deep region has so many talented baseball players. And I don't know how much you guys have been keeping tabs on some of the alumni from around the region, but boy, oh boy, some guys really doing some big things across the country, even with some of our in-state schools that prepped in Region 9 here in St. George. So exciting to see, and that just keeps rolling and rolling. I mean, both these teams will have some next-level baseball players, right? I mean, you got guys like Carter Turley that signed to Hawaii, Jake Andres signed at the University of San Francisco, Of course, last year Dixie had Ridge Erickson to BYU as well as Kason Bell to BYU. So Dixie's spitting guys out. Pineview is going to have some guys that signed too. Some of their more talented guys, though, are underclassmen. But guys like Daxton Millen, if he wants to go play somewhere, he certainly can. Maybe J.J. Johnson, maybe even Tristan Sylvester, who's still just a junior. So there's a lot of opportunity for those guys and more if they keep putting in the work to get some scholarship offers at the next level.
And that's something that this area has been really known for, right, is for pumping out baseball players. We've seen a lot of really good baseball players come through the programs, and as you mentioned, a lot of them have gone on to do big things through college and into minor leagues and honestly even into the majors. So it's really exciting to see what Region 9 brings and what these teams have been able to do. Both of the coaches currently having a chat out there at home plate as they go over the lineups with the umpires and getting closer to our national anthem and the start of this game here this evening. But again, you guys, as we look forward to the game here, we're going to be looking at our keys to the game for Dixie and Pineview. Let's take a look at those. And starting off with the visiting Pineview Panthers.
Yeah, we're going to need a tight strike zone from the Panthers tonight. Our last game we did with them, kind of multiple pitchers that were pitching the ball well, but just missing their spots a tad bit here and there. So I think they're going to want to keep the tight strike zone tonight. Panther power, they're going to want to slug as well. Get some extra base hits, some home runs, some triples, doubles. Any way they can slug to get these runs batted in is what they need tonight. And then lastly, the outfield assistance. I mean, for the pitchers to have a good night, they're going to need some good defense played behind them, so that's big for the Panthers tonight.
Let me add one more thing. I talked to Kyler Walker, our Coral Canyon coach's comments. He said, I can tell when our guys have been locked in. Early in the preseason, we were playing teams that they didn't know, and they were just locked in. He pointed out when they played Juan Diego and faced their ace and hit him really well. He's like, we know these guys. We know these region teams. We've got to treat these locked-in moments in pregame like we are in non-region games and carry that into region if we're going to start racking up some wins.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at the Dixie keys to the game.
Yeah, hit and run tonight. That's going to be paramount for the Flyers. They're a team that's active on the base pass, 34 stolen bases this season, so they can run. And let's see if they can get in hit and run. So Jake the Ace, Jake Andreas on the mound tonight for the Flyers. He's the ace of the staff, and he's got to show it tonight. He's got to be big for them to win the game today, and then be patient at the plate. Like I was talking about the Pineview pitchers, the struggles the last couple games. Let's see if the Flyers can be a little patient and work the count.
All right, well, let's get to a break. National Anthem coming up here on the Fan Sports Network. We'll be back right after this on our Boulevard Home Game of the Week.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Hey, St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
Back at it here inside of our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. Boulevard Home, making your house a home for 50 years here in southern Utah. We've got the Flyers and the Panthers. As we get on into it, let's talk about our Findlay Subaru Star Watch. Looking forward to awarding that at the end of the game. But guys, who do we have on our Star Watch today?
Yeah, I like what I've seen from a number of guys, but for Pineview tonight, I kind of want to go with Cash Cisneros. Cash, just a junior, hitting .383, got 11 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a triple. I think he could have an impact on this game. If it's not him, honorable mention Daxton Chase, and obviously Trayson Millen's going to be on the bump. So those are the 3 guys that I would nominate for you. But for something tells me Cash Money Cisneros is going to have a big night. Let's go with him as our Findlay Subaru Star Watch player to keep an eye on tonight for the Panthers. Go see the All-Star lineup on the saving side of the freeway. As for the Flyers, you could go Jake Andreas. He's getting the start on the mound, but I kind of want to take a close look at Carter Turley. This kid's going to the University of Hawaii. Andreas is going to the University of San Francisco. They're both really, really talented. And Turley's, behind the dish now back at his normal position. He didn't catch last year because of Ridge Erickson. He did a lot of DHing and whatnot, but this is a kid that can absolutely rake it. He's hitting .321 this year, 2 home runs, 2 doubles. I thought Turley, though, he's the kind of guy that maybe could hit 400 if he gets on a hot streak here for the rest of region play and into the postseason. So those are the guys that I would nominate tonight.
Love it, love it. There's your Findlay Subaru Star Watch. Let's get on into our starters as well. Taking a look at our starting lineup for the game. And as we look at this, let's take just kind of a quick look at some of the main ones here. Of course, pitching for both sides on the Pineview side, Trayson Millen also batting 9th in the lineup, and Jake Andreas for the Dixie Flyers. But, of course, for Pineview, leading off is going to be Cash Cisneros, also behind the dish with Porter Campbell. And, that's supposed to be Kobe Goodman. Kobe Goodman as well. That's going to be the third in the lineup with J.J. Johnson.
And I don't think Kobe played on Friday, so he's back tonight, which is good news for Coach Kyler Walker and the Panthers.
Yeah, and then on the other side, Weston Gilmore's going to be leading off, Colton Hill, Carter Turley, and then, of course, pitcher Jake Andreas batting 4th on the lineup. So there's a quick look at those starting lineups.
Yeah, brought to you by Sport Court of Southern Utah. And get the home court advantage, turn your backyard into family fun. And you got to get your kids nominated. Sport Court's giving away not one but 2 $5,000 student-athlete scholarships. office.sportcourt@gmail.com to nominate or get more information. Or you can give them a call if you want to. Sport Court, get a bid for your backyard, 435-586-1282.
Well, we're getting things started here. Cash Cisneros stepping up to the plate for the first pitch from Andreas. He sends it right down the middle, and umpire took that one off the foot, walking it out. The umpire wearing he's wearing the suit coat out there. It's
right.
old school.
Old school look. I like that.
See, that's Jason Estridge, home plate umpire. A really good baseball umpire. Really has a good strike zone. He's been very consistent in the games that I've seen him call games. I think we got a good crew here tonight, guys.
Second pitch going outside the zone. So a 1-1 count early to Cash.
Peeling down to first base about something here. And a little stoppage. Cash again, 383.
1-1 the count. Low and outside the zone. So 2-1 now to Cash Cisneros. Here's the pitch from Andres.
Good looking
Got it in
power
there.
pitch there. Going right after Cisneros.
Here's the 2-2 from Andreas. Well outside the zone, sends it full.
Take another look. He starts on the outside edge here, guys, but then just darts hard there. Maybe that's the slider instead of the breaking ball.
On the full
Gets
count, walks
away.
in.
Wow.
Spikes it one a little bit.
Yeah. Uneven start a little bit there.
Yeah, puts a runner on first. And that will send Porter Campbell up to the plate.
Porter Campbell, part of that power Panthers we were talking about in the pregame. He's one of the guys that has the ability to get extra base hits and slug.
Good pitch from Andreas off speed, but couldn't get it in. It looked like it was just a hair high and inside. So ball one.
Paul, you mentioned in the Everbull keys to the game you want to see some power, Pineview power. Well, this kid's got 4 dingers this year.
Hit right over the head of the shortstop, rolling in to left center, fielded out in center and thrown in. It's a single enough to advance the runner. Check it out on the replay.
Yeah, and good level swing here, and good effort out there at shortstop, but he just hit it too much on the fat part of the barrel there. That's a nice base knock, and now you got runners on first and second base here with nobody down. And, hey, when you're on the road, you only got 1 region game. This is exactly what Kyler Walker likes to see, his first and second guys in the lineup finding a way to get on base and try to put a little pressure on the ace of the Flyers, Jake Andres.
So it's the lefty Kobe Goodman now stepping up. Looks for the bunt down the third base line and just rolls foul. It was looking good for a little bit there, but...
Yeah, it was. It was a good-looking bunt, good placement. Just on the replay we see here as he gets it down, and it's trailing away, not immediately. So you thought this one had a chance, but then it does trail away towards the end and goes foul.
Yeah, I mean, it hits the grass, right? The infield's beveled where that grass meets the dirt, and so it's one of those situations where he laid it down right on the line. If it's true, it's going to stay fair, but with that beveled edge there a little bit, it just kicked it outside the line, but a good effort on an outside pitch there from Kobe.
Inside for ball one. 1-1 in his count now to Kobe Goodman. Next door, we've got a
soccer game, big soccer game.
Soccer going on as well.
Flyers soccer team undefeated, 7-0 in Region 9 boys soccer right now.
This one hit well on a line out to center. It's caught as he's falling forward. Runner tags up to third. The slide, the play, got it.
Wow.
No, he dropped the ball. Originally he was called out, but then he dropped the ball. So safe at third.
Yeah, I mean, you thought this might drop for just a second here, guys. I mean, look at this piece of hitting, and you watch the runner. He knows it's on the line, so he's going to try to be aggressive here. In case it drops, he's got to go. And he timed it perfectly and got a little bit of break. That was a heck of a throw from out in center field, fellas.
Yeah, what an outfield assist there, but unable to get the tag down, so he stays safe. And Pineview threatening here early in this game.
So that puts runners on the corners here, first and third, with J.J. Johnson stepping up. The pitch from Andres, outside low. They're asking if he went, and they say he did, so strike.
Johnson has been the guy that has been the toughest this year consistently to get out in this Panther lineup. That's why you see him hitting in this spot. He's hitting .463, guys, the senior.
Second pitch, catching the corner, 0-2 count for J.J. Johnson with one away.
See if I caught the end of that. Watch this movement. I missed it. But the movement late on that last breaking ball was pretty sweet there just to catch the bottom of the zone.
Fouled away off the netting.
He's kind of keeping Johnson guessing. I like the speed change up here from Jake Andres.
Yeah. Show a whole litany and arsenal of pitches that he has, and such a weapon Andreas is for the Flyers. We saw him a lot last year. Was one of the best pitchers on the staff, even as a junior.
Pretty night for some baseball. There is a little bit of a breeze blowing out from right field in across the diamond towards third base.
Runner goes on a hopper over to third. The throw over to first as well. Had to get him on the tag. They got him on the tag. So runner safe at second and third. Out at first. The runner at third didn't move. He was thinking about running home. They were trying to go for the steal over from first to second. But instead of that, it was kind of a throw in the barrel of the bat out there to hit the ball.
And you kind of saw there real quickly there, he froze that runner at third. That's a great job there to hold that runner and then throw it across the diamond to get the sure out and not allow a run to score. Now Pineview with 2 outs. They got to try to find a way scratched a run across with some ducks on the pond here. This is not an easy guy to do it against, though. One of the aces in Region 9, Jake Andreas.
Daxton Chase, first base for the Pineview Panthers, steps up. Hit well on a hopper to second. The play over at first. It's there for out number 3. And they strand 2 runners on base along the way. So no score as we head into the bottom of the first inning. But not after one hit comes across. And Pineview now will take the field. Dixie Flyers up next in the bottom of the first on the Fan Sports Network.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegber from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Today's game is brought to you by Wilkinson's House of Lighting, The Ring, Jersey Mike's, and Coral Canyon Golf Course.
So Trayson Millen will take the mound here for the Pineview Panthers here in the bottom of the first inning, scoreless through the top. And leading things off for Dixie is going to be number 7, Weston Gilmore. I got to shout out Weston Gilmore because he helped me with some of our equipment this evening.
Oh, nice.
I was bringing it over on the left field side, and there's a staircase over there, no ramp. He helped me carry all of our equipment up those stairs. So shout out Weston Gilmore, man.
Hey, Karma, Weston was going 2 for 3, maybe 3 for 4 tonight. You never know. And
He's hitting 333 on the season thus far. Ooh, and that's just going to stay fair.
Staying fair. And that'll be out number 1. Nice and easy.
Take one more look here at this. So sometimes that first pitch, you love it. You jump on it. It's breaking away, though. He got on top of it and pulled it. That was close, guys. Paulie, that was – and when he gloves that, his momentum's taking him foul. So it probably looked worse than it was, but that was not that fair of a ball by much.
No,
like inches probably right there.
Yeah, what a good pick that was to get that in play.
Colton Hill steps up, second baseman here for the Flyers, a righty.
Colton Hill, the leader in batting average for the Flyers at .444 this season. So seeing the ball really well this year.
You look at the pitching numbers on Trace and 3.67 ERA. You know, gave up a few last Tuesday in his last start to Snow Canyon in that 13-2 loss for Pineview. But this kid that, you know, they can count on to go out there, he's made 6 appearances, pretty good command, always around the zone. If not, he's trying to get you to chase just off the corners. 3-pitch guy. There's the breaking ball.
And that one comes across for the first strike of the at-bat. 2-1 is the count.
No, not a big strikeout guy. 17 Ks this year to 7 walks. He's given up 2 home runs this season. And opponents are hitting they're hitting 247 off of him.
Going right back at the pitcher, and they'll send that one easy over to first base, out number 2.
It's gone just about as good as it can go for Milne here early in this game, as we see on the replay here. Just 2 quick outs as this ball's just
right back at you.
Right back at him.
Yeah. Is that a scary one for pitchers? That one was down and around, but when they're coming up chin music and those line drives back at the head area, that one was down low where he could just scoop down and glove it perfectly. But that's always scary. You see a lot of softball players wearing the masks the last 5 or 6 years that are inside the circle. Now the softball circle is a little bit closer than the baseball bump.
That's right. A little further out.
A little more reaction time.
Pitch to Carter Turley. He sends it on a hopper over to short. The throw to first on a bounce. No, he can't get it. Safe at first is Carter Turley.
That would have been a picturesque inning for Milne there if he could have gotten those 3 outs that quickly and that effectively.
Was it enough of a missed catch on the first baseman's side for an error?
I would think so. In my mind, it is. I'm not sure how you would score that, Caden, but it looked like the throw was there in time.
Yeah, that's E6 on DeWitt. I think you gotta score that in air, guys. I mean, I don't think he reaches if he fields it cleanly and makes a good throw there.
Fouled away to Jake Andreas. Potentially, I guess it's running down the line. He slides for it, but it is foul. Surprised that one stayed in play. It looked like it was going to be drifting over, but it stayed just down the line.
And all of a sudden, you look at that American flag out there near the scoreboard in right center field, and it's not blowing nearly what it was 5 minutes ago. And you look at the American flag over there on the hotel or the McDonald's, I don't even know where that flag is, and it's got a little breeze to it, but definitely a little gusty tonight. So the wind not really consistent.
So Andreas steps up after fouling one away. 2 outs, runner on first. Runner goes. The throw down to second, slides in, and he's there safely, beats the throw by a ways. So runner advances to second. And it was a ball, so 1-1 count.
I don't think I can see what kind of jump he gets here. No, I'm not going to be able to see it just out of the frame on that right. But as that pitch comes in, he's on his horse. Good job. And stolen bases brought to you by the City of St. George Recreation Department. They got softball signups for the summer. So get your teams rounded up and get out and play.
2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on second, and it's Andreas at the plate for the Flyers. Welcome all those listening in on the radio as well over on 99.5, 95.3. Our friends in Cedar at 93.1.
We're everywhere.
We are everywhere.
Anybody listening on 1400 in Parowan right now?
You could be. You could be. And, of course, if you are listening to the game, just remember you can also watch the action live over on the fansportsnetwork.com. Click on that Region 9 tab and go to the most recent post we've got. That'll get you to the game. Inside walks Jake Andreas, so now runners at first and second.
On that first base dugout. Can't be on there.
You know, and gosh, you mentioned it, Paul. He was almost out of that inning, right? Just almost out of that inning, and now he's got to have to work a little bit, log a few more pitches, trying to come out unscathed. You go back to the top of the first inning, Andreas, had runners on third and then second and third there and was able to work out of jam, and now Millen's got to try to do the same thing for Pineview in this situation.
Carson Hunt. Lefty takes first pitch for ball 1.
I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with Carson Hunt this year. I've only seen him live once, but looking at the numbers, this kid knows how to handle a bat. He's only a sophomore, but big guy hitting .431. Like, the next big thing at Dixie might just be this young man who's cracking the lineup as a sophomore. Hitting .431, fellas? That's incredible.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. 3 home runs as well for Carson, leads the way.
And here's a rip into shallow center as it rolls around. Runner comes around second and heads through to home. Stops at third as well, so it's an RBI double. Runners advance.
And watch this level swing here, and it just rips it, missed the swing, but got it in the alleyway out there and easily swats in a run. And the Flyers on their home turf strike first here tonight.
As you mentioned, Carson Hunt, he's a big kid for a sophomore. He's got some power behind that swing and a nice, easy double into center.
And I've seen him, watching, a lot of my kids golf through the years. Carson Hunt is a golfer, and obviously a really good one at that. But he is one of those kids that can play other sports too, and if you can swing, you can swing, right? Golfers, good baseball players in a lot of cases.
Yeah,
it's Max Larkin stepping up.
It just hurts for the Panthers, as I was saying just before that hit. And
ooh, got him!
Wow, now we're starting.
Hit by a pitch, loads up the bases.
Yeah, now it's a really dangerous situation for Pineview here. The Flyers threatening to really put a big number on the board here. And this is a spot that could have been avoided other than that error. But now the inning wages on, and the Flyers have a chance here to make it a very, very big one.
You know, that error was the thing that kick-started this entire inning for the Flyers.
Yeah.
It was 2 outs, two up, two
one
down. Carter Turley steps up. You got an E6. He comes around to score. Andreas walks. Hunt with the double to bring in Turley. And now, again, bases back loaded after Max Larson is hit by pitch.
Now, nowhere to put him here. Now you got to bring your best stuff. You got to get on the same page as your catcher here if you're Trace Millen, and you got to hit your target. Got to get that glove. Just play a little catch.
Pitch. Another hit. Good contact heading into right center, and it's fielded in center field for out number 3.
Yeah, good pitch here. You're going to challenge him over the plate on that first pitch. Wanted to get ahead in the count, wanted to throw a strike, and pretty good pitch to hit, just lifted it too high. And they do give up that one big run, and the Flyers take that 1-0 lead on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. It's always nice at home to get off with a good start, and now we'll see Jake Andreas come out there and try to defend that 1-0 lead.
Top of the second inning when we return here on the Fan Sports Network inside of our Boulevard home game of the week.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Today's game is brought to you by Findlay Subaru, Honolulu Grill, Nets on Fire, and Intermountain Sports Performance.
Back at it here, top of the second inning. Panthers are going to be leading off this inning with designated hitter Parker Heath. And he's got first pitch for strike.
As always, going to be looking for our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. And also our Findlay Superstar of the Game. We always name them. And then who's the guy out of the dugout coming on to be our Jersey Mike sub of the game? Some fun awards that we've been doing football, basketball, and on to baseball season on all our high school sports broadcasts here on The Fan.
Here's the 1-1. Good pitch, breaking ball. Down the pipe for strike 2.
And 1-2 count now. You know, does Andreas want to rack up that K? Hasn't got a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout yet. Maybe right here he'll challenge him with the heater.
And he does. It's popped up, heading into shallow right, coming over and making the play for the out over from second base is Colton Hill.
Yeah, and Paulie, what do you see on this pitch? I mean, this is over the plate, right? Got to protect the plate here.
Yeah, this is protecting the plate in my mind, and pops it up for the easy out. But still, he had no other choice. It was a strikeout on the way if he didn't swing at that. So,
you know, Jake Andreas mentioned, got roughed up. His ERA is inflated because Snow Canyon chased him early in the game 2 weeks ago. 4.67 ERA. He's 4-3. But man, he bounced back after that loss to Snow Canyon in the region opener.
Yeah, we did that game. That's right.
And then absolutely laid it on Desert Hills the next week.
2 fouled away, so quick 0-2 count.
And he can take a little solace in the fact that his major disappointment this season came against Snow Canyon and a team that's lineup is super potent and extremely hard to navigate through. So I think Jake is on his way up to having a great year once again.
Don't have a gun on Jake tonight as that one's high for ball 2. But, upper to mid to upper 80s with that fastball when he really goes. Probably can touch 90, 91. That's why San Francisco wants him. But then I think it's the other pitches that he's improved upon that really kind of make him a well-rounded pitcher.
Chopper foul for Raiden Hunt.
Watch the bend on this one, guys. I don't know if I caught it here, but yeah, it's just all he could do was throw the bat out to try to protect the plate. I think that was a breaking ball that was going to be perfectly thrown over the inside part of the heart of the plate for a called strike 3. You never want to go down looking, and he throws the bat out there because that's all he could do to stay alive.
Hit well into right field. It's going to fall into play. He's going to round first, head for second, heading out there for the ball at the warning track. He's going to round and go for third. Hunt, he's going to have himself an easy stand-up triple.
Wow, good piece of hitting here. See if we caught it, guys. I mean, just unbelievable. Going the other way. I love it when a guy can go the other way, right?
Yeah.
2-2 pitch and got to protect and just goes the other way with a good piece of hitting.
That will bring up Ryan DeWitt, the shortstop, and now with a runner in scoring position, the Panthers look to try to strike back here with only one out, and again, runner on third. Dixie Flyers leading this one 1-0.
And the Panthers minimized the damage last inning, just allowing one run, and when it looked like it could be way worse. So hopefully they're able to, and they look to lay one down.
Chase down the runner back to third. A good heads-up play there by Jake Andres. Chase the runner back to third, still made the play over to first. And that's exactly what you're looking for from your pitcher here. And, again, just a seasoned pitcher in Region 9. And, I like the idea of trying to bunt in a run, but now you've got 2 outs on you if you're the Panthers. And you might find yourselves coming out of this inning without a score again unless you can get a hit here.
And Millen knows he's down 1-0, and he's got a chance, starting pitcher for the Panthers, chance to tie this game up if he can find, something through the infield or out in the outfield, find some green grass, hitting .297 on the season.
Took a chop at that one as it dropped out of the way.
Yeah, that
good slider
fell off the table for Andreas. Good-looking pitch there. Shown a lot tonight. He's shown a few pitches in the arsenal.
Yeah, that's the thing I was saying, right? It's the other pitches that are impressive, the movement on the slider, the breaking ball, the change-up, not just the velocity on the fastball. Another foul ball. Count now, 2-2, guys?
1-2 count. The pitch. Threw a barrel at it. It might fall. It does. That'll bring in a run.
Just a tapper out to the outfield, like you say. Caden threw his bat out there, but finds the perfect location in the outfield in the middle of 3 Dixie Flyers. Drops in the middle and for a nice hit there. What location poking that out there.
Millen, baby, coming up with a clutch little bloop, Texas legal bloop single, dirty bomb. I call those a dirty bomb because, you didn't really get a big piece. You just find a way to, move that runner, score that run, and get aboard. And that's exactly what he did. That was a good pitch by Andres. He just found a way to throw the bat out and stab at it.
First pitch swinging as we are now back to the top of the lineup with Cash Cisneros.
Cash walked, or did it graze him and hit him? Was it hit by a pitch or he walked?
No, it was walk.
It was a walk.
It was a walk, yeah.
It was just high and inside.
Stranded on third. You'll one. They check back at first. Handy safe. Game tied up, 1 apiece on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Good pitch. Got it in there for strike number 2.
It's a good pitch if Carter Turley doesn't have to move the mitt. He was framed up right over the zone, and Andres threw a rocket right down Broadway, and his mitt didn't even move.
Goes heat.
Wow.
For strike number 3.
Power pitch again from Andreas as he's looked really formidable in this first couple innings here. So good looking for the Flyers and good looking for Jake the Ace.
So with that, 1 run comes across the score for the Pineview Panthers, and it's a tied-up ball game, 1 apiece. We head to the bottom of the second next on the Fan Sports Network.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at sportsperformance_IH to learn more.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Intercap Lending, Red Rock Real Estate, and St. George News.
Back at it. Here we go on the Fan Sports Network in our Boulevard Home game of the week. We've got Ethan MacArthur going to be stepping up for the Flyers. First pitch. Good movement for strike number 1. Goes outside on pitch 2 to MacArthur.
Ethan, batting average just hasn't been there. Not swinging it great right now as far as the batting average. You don't know how many quality at-bats he's had. He's lined out, but he's only 120 batting average coming into this game tonight. 4 RBIs. Does have 1 home run. It's got a little pop there, but just hasn't been barreling it up. Or if he has, they've just been lineouts for the most part.
Sure. Hitting right at guys, that happens a lot in times when batting average is low, but is a capable batter, I'm sure.
He's worked the count to 3-1.
The team batting average for Flyers pretty good. They're, as a team, hitting .312, guys.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
And that walks
the wall.
Panthers, comparatively speaking, their team batting average coming in tonight, .306.
We head to the 9th batter in the lineup, Crew Pryor.
I'm trying to remember if Pryor played in the game I did, last game I did with Dixie. I don't remember. So, but hey, guys fighting for spots. You got guys that you can put in a given night or another guy here or there. Pryor's only a sophomore hitting .231.
6 stolen bases, so he's a threat. Second on the team in stolen bases, so he's a threat. If he gets on, he might run.
And the first pitch to Pryor's ball 1. They check the runner at first, and he's back.
You never want to sleep on that base runner. Millen just saying, hey, I'm paying attention to you, man. Don't get too big of a lead over there at first base.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. The 1-0. Hit hard, fouled away. Good hands over there by third base coach.
Looked like he was going to lay off it. Then last second's like, I like that pitch. So he tried to pull it. And that was a quick swing, quick turn of the hips, quick shoulder turn, quick hands, but obviously couldn't keep it fair. I don't think Pryor was in the lineup last time I saw the Flyers, so this is my first look at him getting at bat. Now he's going to square a bunt.
He pulls it back. They go outside the zone, 2-1 the count.
Johnson was ready, though. He was charging from the hot corner over there at third. Millen was coming to defend his pitching position. Always tough, though, for the third base or pitcher to make that throw to second to try to get the lead runner when you bunt towards the mound, shade that bunt to, over towards third a little bit. That's a tough play. A lot easier for the catcher to sprint forward if it's not too far out in front and make that throw, because he's already got some momentum and facing second base.
The 2-2. And that got him. Swinging for strike 3.
Talked about the power pitches from Andres, but how about from Milne too? I mean, he's shown that he can have the pitches diving away and pound the zone with power pitches down the middle. I mean, he's shown some good parts of his arsenal as well tonight.
I would call this kind of point in the season, this is kind of a defining game for Pineview, right? They really need to find that second region win.
Yeah.
Losing ground in the RPI. I mean, a week ago going into the Snow Canyon series, they were 6th in the RPI. Now they've slid back. And that's what can happen in region games with some good talented teams down here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Gilmore's up. He squared to bunt, pulled back on the first. This pitch drops in there for strike 1. So it's a 1-1 count now to Gilmore with the runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning.
And if you want to blame for viewers on YouTube, the scoreboard, that's me here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. I'm a little slow on the balls to strikes, but I'm getting it.
A well-hit ball that went foul. I mean, that one hit the bullpen out there on the back wall of the bullpen, I believe. I mean, that one would have hit bottom of the wall had he kept it down the line fair. Good distance on a foul ball, and now he's got to just pull it straight. Watches that one. 2-2 the count.
Gilmore, 333 on the season average. Comes in 15 RBIs, swatted in. 3 doubles, 2 triples. So he's got some wheels, and 1 dinger. And he helped Caden with the equipment, so we'll see if karma's on his side tonight.
That's right. Should be.
And that 2-2 goes outside, gives it a full count for Weston Gilmore.
I'm nibbling on the outside of the zone a little bit here now. I'd like to see him just go pitch to contact, go after the hitter, but we'll see what he goes for this pitch here.
And he laid off.
Watches it.
Yeah.
Good eye.
And now runners on second and third. Who's the most famous baseball player to wear number 7, guys? Who jumps to the forefront? I would go Mickey Mantle, probably the one that I was thinking of.
7 Costanza.
Correct. Didn't Biggio wore 7? Craig Biggio.
Yeah.
But he ain't no Mickey Mantle. Thank you, Raj.
Nah, Mickey's got to be the top of the lineup there on number 7.
Yeah.
Pudge Rodriguez wore 7. Joe Mauer, some of the other ones that wore 7.
The second baseman, number 11.
Most famous to wear 24. I'm going Ken Griffey Jr. You guys got any complaints with that one?
Ricky Henderson would give him a run, but
Ricky. Rest in peace.
But I do think Ken Griffey Jr. is probably the more well-known. I wouldn't say well-known. They're both really well-known, obviously. But
yeah. We're probably
the more popular. We'll say.
Well, growing up in Eastern Washington in the Griffey era, so Griffey was always my favorite baseball player. It's not even close.
Griffey's definitely more my era as well, obviously. I wasn't really around for Ricky Henderson's career. So
that's right.
Low in the dirt.
Hill wears 11.
Ryan Zimmerman, favorite 11 in the MLB for me. I don't know if he's the best 11, but he's my favorite 11.
He's your favorite 11.
Yeah.
Edgar Martinez was my favorite 11.
Okay.
Another Mariner, so I'm showing my roots. I remember Barry Larkin, though. Barry Larkin, Reds. Ooh. Shortstop, or 11.
That one headed upstairs, but he ducked the dome in time. So it's a 2-1 count here to Colton Hill. Runners on first and second.
Colton Hill's dad, Jeremy Hill, been a longtime assistant for Danny Ibsen and stayed on here for Chandler Nyberg. He's a senior, youngest of his 2 kids. I think his sister's on a mission. I think he might already got a mission call, if I'm not mistaken. He'll be heading out. A lot of these seniors, they get their mission call, and they'll head out after they graduate here next month and Go do that 2-year LDS mission.
It's a 2-2 count. Pitch popped up. Shallow center field, coming in on it, making the grab.
Yeah, and a good pitch here by Millen. I mean, take another look. You know, you gotta be around the plate. You gotta get him to swing, kind of elevated up and in, not over the fat part of the plate, and able to pop him up and get a nice little out into shallow center field for out number 2.
And
oh man, Cruel Summer, man. This is a great walk-up song, fellas, for Carter Turley.
Bananarama.
Yes.
Yeah, they're a great band.
Wearing Derek Jeter's number 2. For Carter Turley. Got to be the most famous too, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah. I honestly don't know if off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody wearing number 2 that's as big as Derek Jeter.
No, it's an easy
That's
choice.
an easy one.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, got him. Almost hit him right on that number 2.
Ouch. That one hurts. I don't know if I caught that, guys. We could take another look. I just missed that. Sorry about
This
that.
is about that time of the game where the replay starts acting up, gets a little funky on us, so we apologize for that.
Well, I've noticed if I capture it too early, then it does that. You got to wait about 3 or 4 seconds,
Yeah,
don't
sometimes it's a little
you?
finicky.
And when the play's a little longer, it's harder to time the replay.
Yeah.
Rookie producer problems.
Well, it does load up the bases. And that sends Jake Andreas up to the plate, and he walked his last at bat. They went on a 2-out rally at the end of the first, but really it was kind of through the majority of the first. First pitch called strike. And again, they're kind of going on a rally right now as well. Not necessarily scoring as of yet, but the bases are loaded. They've been sitting on 2 outs now since, of course, the last one was a fly out and then a hit by pitch. Here we are, swinging an inside one for strike number 2. 0-2 the count to Jake.
7th best batting average on the Flyers. Of course, more known for his live right arm pitcher tonight than probably, but just hitting the shade below 300. Comes in 298.
Still real respectable.
Solid, yeah.
Yeah. That one's popped.
And it's heading down the line. Could be in play. And it's there.
Wow.
He's making the grab.
Catch.
Daxton Chase gets there, and he'll close out the inning with bases loaded and keeps the score at 1-1.
Good inning. Good inning. Man, starting to strand a lot of base runners, though. That could be a storyline if that continues for both these teams. Both have left ducks on the pond.
In 2 innings, just for the Flyers alone, we've seen 6.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty impressive for the Pineview Panthers defense. They're coming in clutch right now. To the top of the third we go here on the Fan Sports Network. It's 1-1 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. We'll be back after this.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Hey, St. George. This is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Today's game is brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, Sport Court, Scooters Coffee, and Holbrook Asphalt.
Top of the third we go here on the Fan Sports Network. And stepping up to the plate, Porter Campbell. Campbell, his last at-bat, was able to get a single. The only hit that the Panthers saw in the first inning. First pitch from Andreas, fastball low for ball 1. Here's Andreas. Man, that slider's got some good movement to it, doesn't it, guys?
It really looks good from coming really live out of his hand. Can't really track it well if you're a hitter.
Seen some more good stuff from him here for strike 2. So it's a 1-2 count now to Campbell.
Giving up 28 hits, 18 runs. He struck out 39. He's only walked 18 this year.
And here's another hit. Campbell getting on base. Swinging a good bat here this evening.
Yeah, he's seeing the ball really, really well right now, as we see on the replay here. Just strikes it and gets it into the outfield for the hit, and he's on base. And now the Panthers in a tie ball game looking to try and assert themselves here.
Andreas, the rest of the infield, and coach having a quick chat.
Worked pretty quick between pitches there. We're trying to kind of catch a little rhythm. I mean, they're not going to get him here. They just want to kind of see how he's feeling, check on him a little bit, tell him a joke, kind of get him to relax a little bit. Tied 1-1, still here, top of the third. They're not going to go get their ace right now. But Campbell is a very capable hitter. Just a sophomore, another young pup that's really raking guys. I mean, Porter Campbell probably just got his driver's license not too long ago, hitting 341. Let's do Kobe Goodman at the plate. My mistake.
Yeah, Campbell's on first.
Yeah, that was Campbell last that
Goodman.
bit. Yep, I'm behind the guy.
I thought you were just giving the guy on first some love after the hit, you know?
Yeah,
right.
Kobe's one of the guys that's a mighty might, as I call him. Last year, my mighty might in the region was Max Orton here at Dixie.
Yeah, second baseman, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, and remember, Kobe was at Desert Hills, transferred to Pineview.
Yeah, he's made some good plays out there in center already this evening. As the throw down first, he's back safely. Almost caught him off guard over there. He took a little stutter step, Porter Campbell did.
Goodman's a senior hitting 319.
And a swing of the bat for strike 3.
And Andreas is starting to round into form here, you know, in the first inning. That Pineview rally that they got the run was kind of a fluky hit, that blooper, but now he's kind of rounded into form and getting kind of settled in here.
Yeah, I agree. And whatever they said on the mound in that Luke Udy American Family Insurance timeout must have worked, because he responds and goes boom, 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 and gets a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout.
Yeah.
Brings Johnson to the plate, swinging for strike 1, tips it away.
Don't have any Region 9 updates yet. I'm searching for them, but I do have an NBA play-in game update. Orlando smokes Atlanta tonight in the East, 120-95. Golden State, Memphis just starting up here. 8 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And I do have a Region 9 update. Snow Canyon's leading 5-0 over Crimson right now. We'll have the rematch on the airwaves tomorrow night.
Do we have an update from the Cedar game earlier today?
I think Desert Hills won big, but I'll check that for you.
It's a 1-2 count. And again, this is J.J. Johnson up to the plate. Facing off against Jake Andreas for the Flyers.
J.J.
And he got him.
Oh, wow.
What are we saying? They're saying they
got
okay.
him.
He said, hey, I caught that. The catcher made sure. He's like, I coned it a little bit, but I got it.
Wow. What a play behind the plate defensively.
What do we think of these Dixie, these baby blues that they've got?
Yeah, Carolina blue. I kind of like them.
Yeah.
They're kind of a different look, a little alternate uni there.
Kind of throwback look for them in some ways.
Yeah. The Royals great, but I like the change-up for sure.
First pitch from Andreas to Daxton Chase is low. Daxton Chase making the big play to round out the second inning. Ooh. Hard hit past first base, rolling into right field. Campbell around second and head for third. And he's in there. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Let's check it out on the replay. Oh, just missed it. Missed the replay.
Thought I had that one.
Again, replay can be a little finicky for us here for some reason. You know, I've talked to some other people that use the same software we use to stream our games, and they've always said, yeah, replay's always just been a little bit of an issue. So, you know, it's just one of those things for us. But again, runners on first and third. 2 outs. This one's hit well, but it's going foul and will be out of play. This is number 8, Parker Heath for the Pineview Panthers. Popped up to second base last at bat. One now the count after the ball.
I was kind of lauding Andreas's way that he regathered himself, but now he's back up against it here with the Pineview Panthers kind of mounting a little bit of a rally here.
And he went around.
That good appeal by Turley. And now time called. And it looks like the field umpire wants to come over and have a conversation with Cash Walker, who is the younger brother of Kyler Walker, who's the head coach here at Pineview. And Cash didn't like what he said, and he turned and walked away. Maybe a warning. Must have said something.
The umpire kind of talked to him with a stern finger there a little bit as well. So I'm not sure what was exactly said, but body language says enough. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt on a hopper. Runner takes off for second. And he takes the slow trot, knowing that if they throw down, the runner at third can go. So they just let him get on over there. Daxton Chase ends up on base. And it's Parker Heath at bat with now a 2-2 count. Runners both in scoring position.
Key moment here again. A lot of ducks on the pond for both these teams here. We're just bottom third.
Got it, looking for strike 3.
Wow. How about these pitchers navigating through these jams early in this game? Incredible stuff.
Incredible indeed. Let's take a look one more time.
Freeze it up and ring it up. Red Rock Real Estate punch out there for Jake Andreas.
So no runs score with 2 runners left on base, and that leaves the score right now currently 1-1 for each the Panthers and the Flyers. We head to the bottom of the third here inside of our Boulevard home game of the week.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill.
It's game time.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
1 run apiece for the Panthers and the Flyers. Welcome on into our Boulevard home game of the week. If you're just joining us, we've seen some good movement from each of these teams. Runners are getting on base, but they are not coming around to score. The defense is able to keep it low. The Flyers, in the first 2 innings, have left a combined 6 on base. And I don't know if you guys can count very well, but that's as many as you possibly could leave on base.
Yeah, it's been a little bit frustrating there, especially when you're at the plate in that situation with a chance to, break this game open, swat in some runs. Be a top play nominee for a Finley Superstar of the game, all those things.
Well, this guy, his last at-bat, Carson Hunt, hit a double, which An RBI double brought around the one and only run for the Flyers.
Yeah, he was swinging for another one there. That was a big cut he took.
Taking another cut here. I think he might have went around. And he did. This is maybe the third time they've appealed to the base ump, and he said that he's gone every single time. Not just Hunt, I'm talking in general.
You know, at least he's consistent, right? As long as you're consistent. But, man, I'm not sure about that one. I didn't think he broke the plate.
Sends this one high into the outfield. Left center coming on over is Kobe Goodman to make the grab.
Take a look here. See Millen on a pit. Oh, doggone it. Don't have that replay there. I wanted to show you something there. But Millen, I want to show our viewers watching on our fansportsnetwork.com or our YouTube page that setup from Cisneros and where Millen is putting that ball. We kind of saw that from Andreas with Turley earlier. These pitchers are hitting their spots right now. And as a hitter, you just got to kind of barrel one up.
Larkin going for the bunting, bunts it right back to the pitcher. Millen was on top of it. He ran right to it.
Really athletic play there from Millen as he just ranged over. As he made instant movement when this ball and the contact's made, you look there and he's up and away to make that catch.
Yeah, good play, athletic play by Tracy Millen. Good pitch there to not allow him, elevated it up in the zone. Not easy to get that down quickly and popped him up.
Marcus Benson up to the plate, gets called up for strike one.
Benson hitting .306 this year. No extra base hits yet, though, for him. He'd love to get one here.
Good movement on 2 in a row from Millen here. Now facing an 0-2 count is Marcus Benson. 2 outs. Nobody on here in the bottom of the third. Pitch. Low. It's 1-2.
Wind has kind of died down a little bit. I just keep checking that flag. It's really not a factor right now at all here at the yard.
Got him. Looking. Strike. 3 up. 3 down for the Pineview Panthers. We head into the 4th inning here on the Fan Sports Network. Take a look at this replay of the strikeout. See if we caught maybe the tail end of it.
Oh, my goodness.
Just missed it.
Oh, beautiful pitch by Tracy Millen, though.
Absolutely. Let's head to a break. 1-1 on the Wilkes & South Sliding scoreboard.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at sportsperformance_IH to learn more.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Back at it here. It's the 4th inning on the Fan Sports Network. Raiden Hunt going to get things started. Still tied at 1 apiece. First pitch called strike 1. This one hit well and into center, settling underneath it. And there to make the play. Now in center, Marcus Benson.
Andreas, he's, like I said, last inning, and it seems as if he's starting to catch his stride here later as this game goes on, get better as the game goes on. as he is just pitching to contact and throwing the power pitches in the strike zone. I've really liked what I've seen ever since really that first inning.
Ryan DeWitt will step up to the plate. Last at bat for Ryan DeWitt. Hit it right back to the pitcher as he sends this one potentially through the hole. Stopped by the second baseman, and he bobbled it around a little bit, threw it into the dugout, and
yeah, should have ate that baseball.
He's going to get there. And because he threw it into the dugout, that means the runner gets to take second base.
Yeah, I think we got the end of that. Watch the end of this here. Pretty good piece of hitting, trying to find the hole here, and then gloves it, but then as he's going down, left it on the grass. By the time he went and got him, he should have ate that baseball. The throw was just rushed.
Don't throw that one.
And you get an infield hit, and on top of that, now you get a throwing error. And now Pineview, yet again, they've got another runner in scoring position in a 1-1 tie ball game.
So he singles plus the error on top of it to get himself on over to second base.
Yeah, and he'll showed you some range there. You like that. But once he tried to barehand it and couldn't grab it cleanly, and then when he got to it, he should have just said, yeah, I don't have a play.
Yeah. This brings up Trayson Millen, pitcher for the Panthers this evening. Check the runner. Ooh, close. Good play. I like that one.
Good wheel step off by Andreas on the mound, and that throw was just a split second late, maybe a little high, but they almost had DeWitt there leaning off second a little bit.
Here's the pitch, fouled away. Millen singled his last at bat.
Both these pitchers, 3.6, 4.3 ERAs. Obviously, one outing can inflate that a little bit, but 1-1 game, pitchers have had to work. They've had base runners, but they've responded, worked out of jams. We'll see if Andreas can do it again here.
Ooh, goes low and away. And it's 1-1 the count. 1-1, one out. Runner on second. 1-1 ball game.
Ooh, beautiful.
Swinging high at that high fastball for strike two.
Yeah, that was an elevator pitch there. Fastball just climbs the ladder on Millen and unable to catch up to that one and way out of the strike zone, but it was deceiving the way it climbed up.
You know, you get so used to some of these pitches that they drop. So when you go high fastball, you're expecting it to take a drop and a dip. And he takes a long swing for that one. He's going to be out.
Got him a chase one. This is not over the zone. This is down near the dirt. And just got him golfing at it. And a clean catch by Turley. And then reached out, flips the mitt there, and doesn't have to make a throw. Going to go as another Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Jake Andres. How many Ks is that? It's at least three, maybe four.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Five now.
5 strikeouts.
On the K meter. We're keeping track of that. RedRockRealEstate.com. Check out the inventory. Sold more homes than any other real estate group in Southern Utah in 2024.
First pitch, strike. Andres has been really good at that, about getting some movement on that first pitch, letting it drop inside the zone, catching them looking. So they start off early with the 0-1. He's done that to multiple batters already this evening. Here we go again. Swinging on that for 0-2.
Just the cutting of the pitches, the way that it dives and climbs, and the movement that he's got on his pitch has been so impressive tonight from Jake.
He's sitting with 59, 60 pitches here. Looking at pitch 61 coming up.
Yeah, I agree, Paul. That slider's been dirty tonight. I like that as an out pitch.
Goes high.
And that fastball, yeah, it's up in the zone, but hey, you're ahead of count.
Yeah, it's an 0-2 count. I'm not worried about those kind of pitches when you get a little wild on an 0-2.
The point to be made is Jake on that one didn't lose any velo, man. In fact, that was probably 90. Looked like he still got that zip on that fastball.
1-2. Got him swinging. That's out number 3. And 6 strikeouts for Jake Andres. Here's the replay. Well-placed pitch again. And that was only 4 batters up. Ryan DeWitt was able to get on base, but It's not enough for the Panthers. We head now into the bottom of the 4th inning. Score still tied up at 1 apiece on the Fan Sports Network.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Today's game is brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, Sport Court, Scooters Coffee, and Holbrook Asphalt.
Bottom of the 4th, the Flyers here on their home field trying to get something cooking here. They've only got 1 run to come across, and that was early on in this game. 3rd batter up, Carter Turley was able to get all the way around. And that's it. That's all we've seen so far. Right now we've got, let's see, we have, this one goes outside, number 4, Ethan MacArthur.
And you know, you could use a little boost. Find a way to get aboard, get a quality at bat here, draw a walk, get a hit. Mentioned the batting average a little lower than he'd like it to be right now.
Taking a look at that one, 1-1 to count early on. Going outside for ball 2, 2-1 to count.
Millen's at a little lower clip than Andres right now, guys. That was just his 50th pitch of the night.
We had that really quick, I think it was two outs, 2 pitches, almost had 3 outs on 3 pitches, but that error occurred that extended the inning. But he had some quick outs earlier in this game.
And he missed that one. But the throw over to first is there. Catcher couldn't hold on to it cleanly, but they get the out over there. So called strikeout.
Millen's, you know, matched Andres, guys. I mean, that if you're a Pineview Panther fan, you're 1 win in Region 9 coming into tonight. You got Crimson for 2 coming up, and you got to find a way to get a win. You got Crimson on Thursday. Of course, Crimson tonight playing Snow Canyon. Last report we had, they were trailing Snow Canyon 5-0. Pineview had an early season bye, and in the preseason they were playing 3 in a week, but they are one of those teams that have not played 3 games in a week, and now they're late in the season going to have a couple weeks with 3 games. So that'll test them a little bit more, test the pitching depth.
1-1 now the count to Crew Pryor.
You got first-year skipper Chunner Nyberg and second-year skipper Kyler Walker. Can't remember if their paths crossed when they were players here in the region. Of course, Kyler played for Pineview and Chunner played here at Dixie, so they're coaching their alma maters, which is kind of a cool storyline. We got some young skippers. Reed Seacrest is by far and away, 19th year, the longest tenured coach in Region 9.
The throw to first. Got him. On the grounder over to short. Good throw. Good play. Out number 2.
Just in time there. You can see the end there. Just boom, boom.
Yeah, it was just in the nick of time, but it was a great throw from short. As that ball was hit a little slower than I think the expected, but still able to make the play for the Panthers.
Well, and you know, sometimes you make a mistake early in a game and they can compound themselves. I'm sure that was a big out for DeWitt.
Yeah.
And a beautiful play. Nice job by the shortstop.
Squared to bump, pulled back on it. It's a 1-0 count. Up to the top of the lineup we go with Weston Gilmore. Hard swing at that one, and ball gets away. So it's a 1-1 count.
And another fabulous Freddie's foul ball. We've seen some more fresh baseballs being delivered here to our home plate umpire. Hey, by the way, guys, St. Louis with the win will clinch a wild card. They're beating the hockey club tonight 5-1 in the third. About 5 minutes left in that game. Oh, that might have got him.
It did get him. Did get him. So Weston Gilmore gets on first after a hit by pitch.
And with the Knights beating Calgary 3-1, that's not good news for the Flames and their playoff hopes. Of course, Minnesota, the other team, fighting 3-2 in the West.
Minnesota tied in overtime right now with the Ducks. So, yeah, 2 teams potentially clinched tonight in the West.
And I believe if Minnesota wins out, the Knights will play the Wild. They'll be the wild card 1 team, and the Blues will be wild card 2. Of course, Hockey Club, they flirted with the playoffs for the good month of March. They were kind of in that mix. Yeah, that winning streak where they reached 6 games, I think, at one point. Yep. But not to be.
Good hit. It's going to drop into shallow center. Runner goes around second, head for third. The throw in. It's going to be there. Did he duck out of the way of it? No, he got him. And that's out number 3. Let's take a look at the replay. Again, a good hit. But the throw, what a cannon.
Yeah, and way early.
Goodman.
He was hosed, wasn't he, guys?
Yeah.
Heck of an outfield assist there by Kobe Goodman, showing off that lefty strength of the arm. And I'm not sure why he was trying to stretch that all the way to third with 2 outs. But, Kobe Goodman made him pay.
Absolutely. All right, we head to the 5th inning. The score's still tied up, 1 apiece. Low-scoring game so far. And again, on your Boulevard Home Game of the Week here with the Fan Sports Network.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 13 years of local experience. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Back out of here, the Fan Sports Network crew, Caden Formaster, Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, hanging out with you guys inside the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth this evening. 5th inning. Brings up Porter Campbell. He was batting second in the lineup, leading off here in the 5th. First pitch from Andreas. He sends it into right field, going back on it and selling underneath it, making the play in right field for out number 1, Crew Pryor.
I feel like that's kind of in the book for the Panthers. A lot of games where they haven't scored a lot of runs, they're just hitting balls right at defenders, and that's another case where that ball just finds a way to a flyer.
And center fielder Kobe Goodman now steps up to the plate.
Yeah, went down swinging that last at bat.
Mm-hmm. Andreas well outside. He's still only at 64 pitches now. I mean, fairly low in the pitch count at this point in the 5th inning.
Yeah, got a chance to go the distance, certainly, or work into the 6th or maybe even the 7th, This game's speeding right along, only an hour and 13 minutes old. We started right on time, right at 7:30.
Yeah, I'm still facing. This one goes strike for 1-2 count. Yeah, we're only facing another inning and a half unless this one goes extras with it still being tied up.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen our AWP playmaker play the game yet with the 1-1 game. Something's going to settle this eventually.
Yeah, I mean, the best play that we've seen so far, we saw good defensive play over there from first base, getting the
I like that assist in the outfield on the last out.
That assist in the outfield was fantastic. That might, as of right now, be our leading candidate, as it's a walk for Goodman. Trot his way over to first. One out, one on.
You got to find a way to get base runners in a tight game, and Kobe Goodman, when you're leading off, he does exactly that. Swung at 3 straight pitches last time. I think he took a little more patient approach there to the plate, and it worked out well for the Panthers.
Absolutely. J.J. Johnson. Triple J, we'll call him. How's that sound?
I like that.
I'm sure he's been called that a time or two in his life.
He'd like to be called Fly Away Jay with a bomb here and a 2-run shot. But
he took a swing at the high pitch there that dropped down. A little break on it for strike number 1.
He's got 3 home runs. Campbell has 4, so they have 7 of the 9. Another little hit and run.
Yeah, and the runner fouled it away, so Kobe Goodman's got to make that trot back to first base. So 0-2 count. Again, runner on first.
Kobe Goodman has signed to play JUCO baseball down in Arizona after his senior season. I know that. We were talking about that earlier in the game. Some of these guys on these rosters that have already committed to go play next level baseball. He's one of them.
You know what amazes me? How many guys have offers out of college here from Southern Utah? I mean, and a lot of time, they might be playing, as this one goes high, they might be playing some JUCO, but hey, anytime you're playing at the next level, that's all that really matters.
You do the math the last dozen years, and I bet you anything there's more baseball scholarships for Region 9 JUCO, Division 2, Division 1, NI.
They got him.
Ooh, good pickoff.
Wow, on the pickoff over to first base. Got him. That's Kobe Goodman leading off a little too far.
We don't see a ton of pickoffs at any level of baseball, especially in high school, and that was a great pickoff.
An unbelievable pickoff. That's a top play nominee guy. Like Jake Andres.
Also up there.
Does he take ballroom dancing classes? Look at the footwork. Like, where did he get that move? He's had to work on that, put the time in on that. That was so quick. My goodness. Maybe it's the 2-step. I should have probably said, instead of ballroom, I should have said country line dancing or something. That may be more appropriate. But that was a great footwork. I was watching the footwork on that pickoff play from the pitcher of the Flyers, Jake Andres, and it was just boom, boom.
Yeah, it was quick. Popped up, going into shallow center, coming over from second and making the play. Colton Hill gets it done for out number 3.
Wow, good cruise control. You give up that hit, then you get the pickoff play, or you give it the walk, rather. And Andreas really efficient in that inning, guys.
Well, now the Flyers have themselves in a position here in the bottom of the 5th. If they can get 1 run, then it's just 3 more outs, and this game could be wraps. But they still got to get that 1 run. It's the bottom of the 5th. When we return on the Fan Sports Network.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegman from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Today's game is brought to you by Everbowl, Back Nine Golf, Fabulous Freddy's, and Great Harvest Bread Company.
We were just talking Triple J, J.J. Johnson, on the mound now for the Pineview Panthers. So him and Millen will flip-flop. Millen heads to third with Johnson on the mound. And Colton Hill's going to be leading off. Or excuse me, Carter Turley.
Yeah. It's a Bananarama, man. Can't you hear the walk-up?
Yeah.
That is
good old Carter Turley, man.
Best walk-up in the region. I just think a Karate Kid.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, the Karate Kid.
That is different. I've never heard that walk-up in all the years. I like it. I got to give him props. CT.
Takes a chop at that one for strike one.
I got to put that on my playlist. I forgot how great that song is.
There you go.
They might already have it. Let's check.
Johnson takes a dive in the dirt on that pitch. 1-1.
Yeah, I already got it. Paulie, I'm on it.
There you go.
It's in my oldies but goodies playlist.
There you go. That's where it should be.
By the way, the rink brings you our Region 9 updates. And I finally found that score. I knew Desert Hills won by 10. I couldn't remember the score. It's 12-2. They beat Cedar this afternoon.
Oh, well, congrats, Desert Hills. We're in a stalemate right now in the bottom of the fifth. 1-1 between Pineview and Dixie. Speaking of 1-1, we had a 1-1 count. That one goes ball, so 2-1 now. And make it 3-1 just outside.
Johnson still getting his footing under him on the mound a little bit here as this really good Dixie Flyer lineup. It's going to be kind of perilous getting through it, but he's got the one out. Or no outs, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no outs yet. You know, this is the point of the game. You switch pitchers. Feels like momentum could swing one way or another. As Turley, he's going to take the trot on over to first base with the walk.
Johnson, 4.06 ERA, 5 appearances. The record is 1 win, 1 loss. Also, 20 2/3 of work. He's given up, 18 runs, 12 earned. He's struck out 27, but he's been wild like we just saw there. 23 walks this year. Only give up 1 home run. And he is only allowing opponents to hit 250 off him this year.
That brings up Jake Andres. First pitch settled in, but it still stayed up.
Yeah, that was
settle in enough.
Thought that one had a chance to be a strike, but umpire's got a better view than us.
Andres taking a good swing of the bat there, but sends it foul. So it's a 1-1 count for the pitcher.
Another fabulous phrase, foul ball. Guys, they got $30 discounts on your full details right now. Just ask for them when you go through the drive-thru and get your car looking fabulous. Fabulous Freddy's. And when you get washed your car, you get those 20, 30, 40-cent discounts depending on what package you buy.
The chopper, and it was thrown away. Tried to get it to the second baseman, but he missed the target. Let's see if we can catch it here on the replay on a ground ball from Andres over to short. We might catch the hit here, and again, the roller over to short. Just missed it on the tail end of the replay, but yeah, he flicked it up over to second base. Maybe a little too quickly. He tried to get it there fast, but that might not have been the play. Maybe just go for the runner at first. Instead, you got both guys safe at second and first off the hit.
And probably E6 again, guys,
I would assume, yeah. I would score it an E6, absolutely.
Looks like the Flyers with a chance here to break this tie late in this game.
It is official now, Paulie. Knights will get the Wild in the first round on Sunday.
There you go.
I think Minnesota tied the game with like 20 seconds left.
Yeah, if they got any points tonight, that locked them up.
They did.
So they're in.
1-1 now the count.
Easter Sunday at the Fortress?
Appears that way.
Another one outside. 2-1. Carson Hunt, remember his first at bat, he was able to get a double that brought around Turley to score. So he's
got the only RBI for the Flyers.
Yeah, looking to do that again here. Steps off the mound and we'll reset. 2-1 again, the count. Runner on first and second.
Honestly, you start thinking about, the season Carson Hunt's having, and he's probably creeping into that all-region honorable mention, maybe even consideration for second team. I mean, told you the batting average earlier, and again, just a sophomore. But if he joined us late, absolutely raking at .431, 3 home runs, 25 runs batted in. That's tops on this Flyer team.
Yeah.
Sophomore.
He's facing off a good hitters count here, 3-1. Did he lay off of it? No, strike.
Locked him up there a little bit.
Did.
Take another look here. See if we can catch the end of it. Oh, my goodness. My timing's off on the replay, but I think that was a good call. Now, maybe it'll work out in the Flyers' favor if he can find some grass.
Hits this one out into left field. It's going to drop. One run's going to come around third. He's headed for home. He's going to make it down safely. Another runner stops at third, and deja vu. It is an RBI double for Carson Hunt again.
Yeah. Wow. Incredible.
Yeah, take another look here. If we got it, but we didn't capture it again. Replay having issues, but yeah, it worked out in his favor. That's what I was saying before that at bat. And he goes and gets it and just goes the other way with it. I first saw him and his little brother on golf course. Their dad, Greg, played up, golfed, Dixie alumni in his own right. Was part of some great Flyer teams back in the day. And obviously comes from a very talented family, and they know how to swing things. Carson's a lefty. Golf's left-handed, too. And Flyers are 10-9. They're 3-3 in region. Chance to get to 4-3, 11-9 in the season.
Well, they're in a great position right now. No outs, runners in scoring position on second and third. They already got one run across this inning. So Flyers are looking good at this point. With Larkin now coming up, and this one goes high from Johnson. So it's a 1-0 count.
Yeah, the lineup seems to be seeing Johnson pretty well as of now and seeing the ball pretty big.
Takes a big stab at that one.
But Milne did so well working through the lineup multiple times. I think 3 times he made it through the lineup.
The makeup of this Flyer roster, I mean, Hill's a senior, Hunt's a sophomore. Gilmore's a sophomore, Turley's a senior.
Sure.
Larkin, who's at the plate, sophomore. Andreas, senior. Pryor out in right field, sophomore. It's like there's not very many juniors. It's like the sophomore class and the senior class is making up and comprising for most of the starters.
Ball gets away from the catcher. No attempt to run home. And 3-1 goes the count. The umpire having a chat with someone down there on the first base line. And we're back at it, 3-1. Runners on second and third. Dixie leads with 2 runs to the Panthers 1. And another walk. Loads up the bases.
Yeah, danger zone now. The Panthers are ending with Johnson loading the bases now. And they're going to have a meeting on the mound and talk about it. This
is a good spot to be in right now for the Flyers. Again, no outs. You got runners on every single base. I mean, the probability that you at least get one more run here is looking pretty good.
Yeah. Barring 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, and you are sitting at the bottom of the lineup. You got Marcus Benson coming up. But that doesn't mean they can't make something happen.
Not going to go get JJ, though. Kyler Walker knows where he's at. He's got that ZZ top beard. He did tell me pregame, though, hey, if this team were to win a state championship, he'd let every kid have a turn and shave that whole thing off. I said, you got some work to do. You better start with some region wins. He said, I know. We got to be locked in one at a time.
Good incentive, though.
Yeah, anything to motivate the guys.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Back at it. New batter, Marcus Benson.
Wanted to go there.
He really did. That one spiked into the dirt. And
Yeah.
they'll switch out the baseball.
That's who is that? Right over at third. Yes. I think Wright running over there at third. Got Hunt at second, Larkins at first, and Johnson behind. You don't want a wild pitch. You don't want to pass ball here. Certainly, that would score a run. And you saw
And called strike.
2-1, still anybody's game here. But boy, a key hit here, maybe an alleyway shot, a couple rib eyes. You can kind of break this open and make things really difficult for Pineview tonight.
Well, I'm just looking at the gap right now, and the 5-6 hole's looking nice and open. Instead, it's a little hopper to first, the scoop over to home, and he'll get it. Wow. That's a perfect play.
Daxton Chase coming in. Now he's charging it. Once he gloved it cleanly, had plenty of time. And you know what he did there, guys, is he didn't rush that throw. He doesn't rush the throw home. He just, and I didn't catch the end of it there. Sorry about a replay tonight, but it was just a smooth transition, not rushed, and got the force out at home plate to preserve a run.
Yeah, it just looked like a routine play, like he had made that play a million times before, and it's a very much needed out with no damage on the scoreboard for the Panthers.
First one's called strike. So one out here with the Flyers. Taking a swing at that one again is Ethan MacArthur, but Flyers looking to be in a good position right now again with bases loaded.
Somebody get a goal at the soccer field? The Flyers must have scored a goal over there because sounds like I'm listening to Telemundo. And 4-2 Flyers have the lead, I'm being told. They're playing Desert Hills in a Region 9 soccer game tonight. Of course, congratulations to Dixie Flyer senior Taylor Cogan. He was voted as our player of the week from 2 weeks ago. He had 4 goals that week and a couple region wins. And we'll get another player of the week poll going on our @TheFanSN Instagram, and tune in every week and vote. And got a nice little prize from Finley Subaru and Prime IV for our winners.
Absolutely. 2-2 now the count. Here's the pitch. Hit right back towards the pitcher. Can't glove it at second. That'll score 1 run. Another one's coming around third. The throw in from center brings it into the shortstop. 2 runs will score.
Good piece of hitting here. You know, Johnson, you stay with him here and just go up the middle there. Could he get it? No, he couldn't. Oh, the backhand looked like it was so close to being gloved there. And once he got through, Flyers able to take advantage and tack on a couple more runs and break this game open. Now a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, it's really snowballed here in this inning with Johnson on the mound. He looked good in this first at-bat that he faced, and now it's kind of crumbled around him a little bit defensively and is from the mound. So Panthers going to need some help in the top of the 6th and the top of the 7th, scoring-wise.
Here's one of those sophomores we were just talking about a few minutes ago. Chance to come up big again with runners on the edges.
Big 5th inning here, as you mentioned, and again, just got to get a couple more good innings out of your defense to just get some stops on the Panthers. If you're the Flyers, this has already been a low-scoring game through 5, so got to keep those runs at a minimum. Good pitch here from Johnson.
By the way, guys, I got a quick Region 9 update. Snow Canyon, remember they had a 5-0 lead? It's now 5-4 in the middle of the 5th. So Crimson has chipped away and cut it to a 1-run ball game in the middle of the 5th inning.
All right, there you go, Mustangs getting it back in. We like to see good ball games around here in Region 9, huh?
Yeah.
We've got one here tonight on the Fan. I tell you, this Flyers team, finally really coming alive here in the bottom of the fifth, scoring 3 runs so far. I mean,
some timely hits.
Just 10 minutes ago, it was tied up. Pitch from Johnson going outside. 2-1 now the count.
Guys, does it feel wide open to you when you look at region right now? I mean, it just feels like Snow Candy could win a title. Desert Hills could win a title. Crimson's heating up. They could win a title. Dixie, with any luck at all, they could be in there for a title. Like, I mean, this region is just loaded again. I keep waiting, and I've waited a decade, and we haven't had a down year in Region 9 baseball in a decade.
Yeah, I think that's insane when you start talking about it like that. I mean, think about this. There are guys that are 28 years old that they were winning the state championship in Region 9, and nobody's taken it away from us since.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been – was it Spanish Fork or 12? I'm trying to think the last team that was a non-Region 9 team to win it. It was Grantsville.
Popped up. Can it stay in play? They're running towards it like it maybe can. No, lands on the netting.
Johnson desperately needs a out here. Get one away from getting out of the inning. I mean, just chipping away at this point because
he's got to get out of here. I mean, if the Panthers want to have a hope, he can't let that runner score. You got to keep it a 3-run game here with the Flyers up 4-1. Prior to those, this is quality at bat. Fighting off some pitches, 2-2 count. Johnson's definitely slowed.
And here he is with the 2-2. Going outside again, full count.
And that's just too easy for Pryor to lay off of, guys. It's just outside from the get-go there. And that made it really easy for him to take that pitch. Maybe trying to overlocate that a little bit on the outer half.
Let's see what he does here on the full count. Johnson the pitch. And that'll walk him. Load up the bases one more time.
Wow.
So Pryor finds himself on first, and we're back to the top of the lineup with Weston Gilmore stepping up.
And Johnson's your senior, right? You've already made one more visit to the mound. I don't see anybody down in the Panthers bullpen. And no move yet from the bench in the dugout for skipper Kyler Walker. So he's sticking with this guy, it appears. If he is going to make a move, it would come from the field, which is not that unusual at the high school level. See that a lot.
Right.
You know, we mentioned the 27 strikeouts. We mentioned that 23 walks. You know, it's tough when you put yourself in pressure situations when you give up too many free passes.
I mean, that was a good pitch right there on the breakdown, but again, just staying out of the zone enough. So, quick ball here to start. Oh, and he got him. No, maybe he didn't. I thought he did. From my vantage point, it looked like he might have got him.
He kind of made the gesture like he had gotten hit, but.
Another one outside, so it's a 3-0 count.
He almost gets him, and so then he stays away. That's way away. Johnson's struggling a little bit with his command right now. I think you're taking all the way, yeah.
Walks in the run. This might be the point. Yep, sure enough, we got Coach heading back out there. So he will be done. Johnson will wrap it up there.
He just got kicked out.
Someone's getting kicked out there.
Did Johnson just get tossed?
Johnson getting tossed,
did you see that signal there?
Let's see if we got any sort of replay. He's pointing at Johnson saying
something. And then Johnson kind of reacts there. I'm not And Kyler Walker and Johnson are having a heated exchange with the home plate umpire here. He's leaving the game anyway. He was going to get him.
Yeah, I mean, now
Johnson's fired up.
He's still lipping a little bit over there.
Look, he's got to be really unhappy with what happened there. He comes in a tight game. It's 1-1. You're fighting for just your second region win. You're up against a good inter-region team, and they got to him there, and he got the hook. And, that might prevent him from, pitching tomorrow or Thursday if he did get tossed there, which the home plate umpire is writing down in his book. I think he might have.
And he must have said something, because I went back. I was looking at the replay over here on YouTube. I went back and was just looking at it personally. He doesn't physically say or show anything.
I don't know if he got ejected there or not.
Or if they're just telling him, hey,
but just the way Johnson was reacting there.
Well, I'll tell you this. He's literally leaving the ballpark right now.
I think he did get tossed.
He is walking out of the ballpark.
You're right. I don't know if you can catch that over there, but he is. Yeah, he's leaving the.
Yeah,
he just missed him.
He's past the.
Yeah, we missed him.
But the coach over there talking to the players.
Yeah, trying to get them refocused. Like, they haven't lost this game. It's getting away. I mean, it was just 1-1 coming into this 5th inning, and now all of a sudden you're down 5-1. Johnson's been chased. And now you're going to bring in, it looks like...
You're bringing in Chase, I believe, or Sylvester's coming
Tristan
in. Sylvester's coming in.
And he had a pretty big role pitching for him last year, late in the season.
Oh, as a sophomore, he was tremendous.
Very good.
But you know, Coach Walker told us that he was going to be ineligible at the start of the year for schoolwork, and once he got eligible, it just hasn't really quite been the same, and they haven't seen that progression from him like they had hoped, And Kyler was pretty open with us at the media, saying, hey, that's on him. He didn't get his schoolwork done, and he's got to pay the price for it. And now he's back with the team, and he's got a chance to get him out of this inning and see if they can go rattle the bats.
Absolutely. Well, let's see what they've got here. 5-1 ball game. The Flyers lead. Bases loaded with 1 out, and Sylvester's got to try to put this one away.
And Kyler Walker's still having a conversation, the Panthers skipper, with our home plate umpire on that whole sequence there that led to what we believe is Johnson gets tossed. I mean, he left the dugout. We saw him leave the dugout. We didn't catch it on camera there, but we saw him leave the dugout. So, got to be the case, right, guys?
Yeah, you'd assume so. I mean, couldn't be much else, but
it wasn't an emphatic ejection. It was just kind of a point.
Yeah, the umpire just pointed and just said nope. And again, it must have been something he said,
maybe,
because going back and watching it, he didn't physically do anything to merit some sort of an ejection. But
so we're finding out it was something he said. So
yeah,
we'll leave it at that. That's all we know at this point in time.
So first pitch from Sylvester, strike 1 to Hill. Hill's got bases loaded. Only 1 out. Taking a hopper there. Good stop behind the dish.
Sylvester, I'll get you his statistics. Told you,
He hasn't really done a lot pitching-wise.
No, I mean,
I know his ERA's not looking fantastic, but to be fair, he really hasn't played much. So
yeah, ERA's inflated 9.80. But he's got a live arm.
Yeah, he does. I mean, that pitch just barely. He's got really solid command.
Let's see, 10 innings pitched, given up 19 runs, 14 earned. He's struck out 9, walked 8. He has given up 3 home runs this year, so they have got to him on the long ball in just 10 innings of work. That's why the ERA is up there.
Sure. Well, at this point, Dixie has batted all the way through the lineup. This is the 9th batter from the lineup up right now, facing now a 2-2 count. It's Colton Hill.
You know where to put him here. It's a tough spot to come in.
Yeah, now it's a full count. And again, you just got to be careful here. You got to pitch to contact. Try to keep it in the zone as much as possible and let your team do the work out in the outfield, right?
And this is a tough guy to get out. He's very patient at the plate. He's hitting .444 this year, 14 runs batted in, a couple extra base hits. Senior, he'd love to clear the bases.
Chopper headed foul to stay alive with the full count. And again, 1 out, bases loaded. If you're just joining us, been a big 5th inning for the Dixie Flyers. They've put up 4 runs. It was all tied up at 1 apiece to start this inning. Here's the pitch. Hit right back to short. He takes on the scoop, steps on second, throw to first, the double play. Got it. That will round out the inning. What a play from shortstop.
Ryan DeWitt.
Ryan DeWitt is getting it done.
And he made up for his mistake in the first inning here as we see the slow dribbler roll. And he scoops it up, makes the turn for the double play, and they're out of the inning just like that. And that's a big development for the Panthers.
Great double play. We're looking at potentially a play of the game right there from AWP. We'll see what we'll award at the end of the game. But 4 runs come across for Dixie here in the inning. It's a 5-1 ball game as we head to the 6th on the Fan.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Today's game is brought to you by Down East, House of Jump, Udi and Associates, and Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Welcome in to your Boulevard Home Game of the Week. Broadcasting out of the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Some big dealer collision hits going on out there as well. And listen, we got the goal going on next door. Sounds like Dixie's rolling on that side as well.
Yeah, what is it, 6-2 now? 5-2 now? 5-2 Flyers? Region 9 soccer. Somebody might have a hat trick over there or something.
Yeah, could do. 5-3.
5-3, we're told.
Good pitch from Andres. Timeout called.
Late, but gave it to him. Granted it to the batter there. Which is Daxton Chase. He's had a quiet night. He had that nice play on defense on that chopper to first where he came and got the forced it home. But and he's got a hit, 1 for 2. It was a guy I selected as our Finley superstar of the game. Can he get a hit here?
Ooh, got him in the elbow. Got hit.
Ouch. Barely got him. See if our replay's acting properly here. Of course, on a beanball I can get it, but on a base hit I can't get it. It's working again.
Well, that gets a runner on base early with no outs. The conversation over there as well with Coach Nyberg from the umpire behind the dish here.
Maybe saying he's really over the plate there. He was kind of leaning into that. I mean,
sure.
Certainly it wasn't that far inside, but as you stride in and lean in to
a chopper to second. They get the play to first. Let the runner go to second.
Good play by Hill. Smart play.
Yeah, take the force out when he can get it.
Yeah. Momentum's coming in. That's the easier play. You go to second, you might not get anything. So you take the sure out. You're up by 4 runs. And there's the sensational sophomore. It's Hunt. There's 2 Hunts. Hunt for Pineview, and I don't know if they're related guys. Wouldn't surprise me.
A Raiden Hunt.
Raiden, yeah.
Got Raiden and Carson. Raiden out in left field for the Panthers. Good left fielder, too.
But they're both sophomores. At least I got that part right.
Took a chop there for strike 1.
But Raiden got a hit earlier in this game. He's 1 for 2 tonight.
Got that triple.
Yeah.
He sent one right under the glove of the right fielder and was able to just book it around the bases. A slower swing here, trying to just protect it seemed, but it dropped on him.
Change up there from Andreas fooled him, didn't it? The timing was not there on that swing. Just
and that's
waved
tough
at it.
because he just kind of committed halfway through the swing and just let it go. Takes this one off the end of the bat, and it'll roll foul.
You look at Pineview, and DeWitt's a sophomore. Hunt's a sophomore. You've got a couple juniors like Millen and Sylvester. Daxon Chase, of course. Johnson. Goodman. Some of the other guys are Cisneros is a junior. So they got a pretty good mix.
Still a fairly young team overall, though, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely some good senior leadership, but a lot of guys that'll be back next year. Got him.
Wow.
Fouled it away into the catcher's glove, so that's out number 2 for the inning.
It's been amazing how Andreas has just cruised ever since the first inning. I mean, he's just seriously been like the high leverage pitches, the tough outs have not been really there. I mean, he's really just been cruising tonight.
And that brings up Ryan DeWitt. Had quite possibly the play of the game with the unassisted double play there and getting it over to first. Got the first out at second, throw over. I guess somewhat assisted through the throw, right? But still.
Still 5-4, Snow Canyon leading Crimson. That game is now into the bottom of the 6th inning.
Hey.
Desert Hills winning 12-2, 10-run in Cedar earlier today. Those are your Rink Region 9 updates. SkateTheRink.com, perfect for your kid's next birthday party.
Quick 2-0 count, 2 outs. Catches the zone.
Final over at the soccer field. Roger, the longtime great public address announcer here at Dixie High School, telling us 6-3. Flyers are now 8-0. They stay undefeated in Region 9 soccer action. They could be a threat for a state title this year.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They got. I know. Kogan's going to Slick. I know one of their center backs is going to the University of Washington. They got some star power on that soccer team. Coach Wilkinson does a great job. Travis Wilkinson.
Great grounder from DeWitt, and he's able to get it just through the gap. It was just a slow roller, but well placed, and the runner advances over to third. Check it out here again on the replay.
Yeah, just deep in the hole.
That was just, again, a very well placed ball off the hit. Advances the runner over to third, so puts him on the corners, and that'll bring up Trayson Millen.
Number 24, Trayson Millen.
Millen, I thought, had a really good day on the mound today for what he was tasked with and maneuvering through the lineup as many times as he did. Now trying to add some runs on the board for the Panthers from the plate.
Two outs away and 2 on. Panthers sitting in the bottom of the lineup right now. Millen ninth as this one heads foul and out of play.
Great contact, though, but just
amazing
foul.
contact.
Yeah, but I'm going to trade those in and I'm just going to get a fitting.
So it's an 0-1 count.
His daughter's actually playing in the
Calgary Flames have come roaring back, Paulie. Region 9 update, not really. It's NHL, but Vegas Golden Knights had a big lead. It's now 4-4. Flames have tied at 8 minutes left in the third period.
Strike called there, so 0-2 count for Millen. Throw down to first, not there.
Warriors lead 67-55 over the Grizz at halftime, too, in that play-in game out in California. Golden State at home tonight against the Grizzlies.
Takes a hopper there. Andreas still in this game with 89 pitches. The home plate umpire got to sweep the dish real quick. You know, I'm sure, of course, the Flyers just want to get out of this inning real quick here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Andres taking the distance in the 6th, as he does here.
It was powerful all night long for Andreas as he just shows again, slamming the door shut on this Pineview offense.
Another K, right? It just keeps stacking up Red Rock Real Estate strikeouts, and all of a sudden, here we go, crunch time. And Pineview's chasing 4 right now to tie, 5 to take the lead, and they're running out of outs to do so.
Absolutely. 5-1 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. The Flyers lead, and we head to the bottom of the 6th here on the Fan Sports Network.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Today's game is brought to you by Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Bucks Ace Hardware, Dealer Collision, and Finley Subaru.
To the bottom of the 6th inning we go here on the Fan Sports Network, and the Flyers stepping back up to the batter's box to try to continue to add to this lead that they were able to get in the bottom of the 5th.
The Grandma Sue coming up. She's the biggest Flyer fan I know. Her and Roger don't miss a baseball game, and she's sharing with me candies, guys. I don't know what we got here. Candy. Grandma Sue's hooking it up.
Very good. All right, here's the first pitch. Ooh, well inside. Little matrix move to get out of the way of it. This is Carter Turley. Remember, he led things off in the 5th as well with a walk.
He's been setting the table, though. He's actually only 0 for 1 tonight, Caden, but scored a couple times.
Pops this one up, heading into left field, going back on it. Raiden Hunt will settle under it for out number 1.
And that's exactly what the Panthers needed to stage a late inning rally here, is they do not need any more runs on the board from the Flyers. So got to do the best they can this inning, keep it clean, and they've got the first out to start it off.
Coming in with Jake Andreas now. Takes a swing at the high fastball for strike number 1. Pops this one up, going out of play. So 0-2 the count now to the pitcher. Pitch goes inside. Good eye for Jake Andreas, and he's now facing off a 1-2. 1 out, nobody on for the Flyers. In the pitch. Ooh, I thought that might have been there. It was a little low. It goes a little low.
I'm surprised Jake didn't offer that. That one couldn't have missed by much. You're right, Caden.
And the pitch pops this one up as well, looking like it's going out of play.
Oh, another special guest. The celebrities just keep coming in.
We got
Casey
girls
Winters,
basketball coach in here.
He's over there watching some soccer. What, 6-3 final, huh, Coach?
6-3, Taylor Cogan, 5 goals.
Taylor Cogan, 5 goals?
5 goals.
What do you call that?
Man,
That's not a brace. That's not a hat trick.
Listen.
What do you call?
Pretty impressive.
He's coming off of the Finley Subaru Player of the Week as well from the Fan Sports Network crew. So, I mean, he's feeling it right now. He's feeling it.
He's only somebody. I mean, no disrespect to Salt Lake Community College, but geez, the Bruins might be getting a steal.
That's phenomenal. 5 goals in one game.
Brace. Oh my gosh, I know there's a name for 5 goals. I gotta look it up.
While
I
you
can't
look
remember.
it up, we've got a full count here for Jake Andreas. He stayed alive. Went 0-2 in the count and has been able to work it up to 3-2. Another one hit well, but out into foul territory.
A glut. They call it a glut.
A glut.
A brace is 2, a hat trick is 3, a haul is 4,
and
a glut is 5, and a double hat trick is 6.
Double hat trick. I like that.
Just shy of the double hat trick, but he got the glut. How about it?
Glut. That's a glut of goals. Interesting. I wouldn't have guessed glut.
Swinging at strike number 3. And that's out number 2 in the inning as well as Andres. Can't get it done, and that brings up Carson Hunt. Doubled his last at bat, and again, he really opened up this ball game. 2 RBIs so far.
Yeah, he's been really productive. Two for 3. I like that one when he was down in the count and he thought he'd walked. He has to step back in, and I'm like, man, maybe this will work for the Flyers' advantage. And boom, he hits it down the line in right field and drops it in there, fair territory, for a second hit of the night. That was fun. This kid knows how to handle the bat. His batting average is going up. Scintillating sophomore Carson Hunt, huh, Paulie?
Absolutely. Wow.
Hit well, going into right. It might fall in. No, it's out of here. Home run.
Wow. He's been scorching it from the plate tonight, that Carson Hunt.
See if we got that one there. That was a no-doubter, and I missed it, man. Look at him circling the bases. Wow. Fly-away baseball. Carson Hunt having a big night.
Makes the score 6-1. The solo shot.
Gone. Rod's turning it up.
Man, guys, I don't know about you, but at this point, the Findlay Subaru
player of the game,
star of the game, is pretty locked in with Hunt. I mean,
what can't this kid do?
This has been a phenomenal game for him.
There was no doubt when it.
No, I mean, right off the bat, you knew that was going.
Carson Hunt brings to the plate the shortstop, Max Larkin.
Always tough to follow up a home run, though.
It really is. Taking a big chop at that one is Max Larkin.
Got to have a good plate approach. You got 2 outs. You got nobody on, but you just got to, get a quality at bat.
Yeah.
Ooh, another one just outside the zone. It must have been a little low.
A good-looking pitch, I thought, but.
Yeah, 1-1 count here to Larkin. Popped up, heading into center field. Goodman calling off everyone else. He'll settle under it. That is out number 3 for the inning, but not after Carson Hunt sends one over the wall. Makes it 6-1 on the Wilkins House Lighting scoreboard, and into the 7th inning we go here on the Fan Sports Network.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top-quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Hall, Wilkinson's House of Lighting, Coral Canyon Golf Course, and City of St. George Recreation.
Good look at Sand Hollow there, Sand Hollow State Park.
I'll be out there soon.
Beautiful southern Utah,
The
man.
water temp gets above 65.
Yeah, once it gets a little more bearable for
Maybe
your
70.
cold bones,
Maybe
huh?
70.
Hey, I went wakeboarding one time at Jordan Nell up by Park City, and it was middle of July. Actually, I want to say it was close to 4th of July, and that water was freezing. It was so cold.
Still snow melting into that lake, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty chilly out there. Well, Andreas
Good pitch
breaks one
there.
inside, but stays inside. And gets that one across strike one.
Yeah, like Kate, you said last inning, Caden, Andreas probably going to go the distance here.
Yeah. This one's sent into a gap, but getting over from right field, making the play. It's there. And the play by Crew Pryor gets out number 1.
Good outfield coverage out there by Crew as gets over to the ball. It looked like that was headed for the wall, but he gets over quickly and fills that gap and makes the play for his pitcher, and 1 out on the board here in the top of the 7th.
And Andreas sitting at 94 pitches so far. This will be pitch number 95 when he throws this first pitch to Campbell.
Campbell gives that one a ride, but well foul. And again, the Flyers right now here in the 7th, just looking for a chance to close it out on outs here and not send it into the bottom.
Yeah, and Shunner Nyberg, new first-year skipper, alumni, who helped win a state championship for Coach Jeff Masterly. His only title as the skipper here at Dixie High School. He's got to be really pleased with his team tonight. You got to be happy with Andreas on the bump. You got to be really, really pleased with Carson Hunt tonight. My goodness.
Yeah, Hunt's been amazing.
And the defense is pretty rock solid behind him.
Yeah.
You know that one play at second where, you know, Hill wanted to go barehanded, but then missed it, then recollected it, threw it anyway. That's really the only mistake tonight defensively, and that really didn't hurt them at all.
Says this one foul, stays alive on a 2-2. I'm liking from Andreas, he's got this rhythm where he's just going in a quick rhythm.
Not many pickoffs.
Yeah, he's not picking off a lot. He's not trying to settle in and get in the batter's head or anything. He's just getting up there and throwing the ball.
Yeah.
You know, he's just throwing the ball. Well hit down the line. This is just foul.
And Andreas is not the only good pitcher in the family. I'm hearing some pretty big things out of the Dixie Flyers softball program. His little sister is a sophomore. She's playing baseball?
Yeah.
And she's the real deal.
Yeah, she's our number 4 pitcher.
And,
All right.
and she's pitched some
She's
varsity
pitching, huh?
for baseball. She can't play
like
baseball
that.
and softball?
Going into center field, coming on over and making the grab.
Yeah.
Good play out there in center field, getting it done.
Benson.
Look at these rangy outfielders, back-to-back outs where it looked as if it was going to be a hit, and the outfield finds a way to make the play for their pitcher. And Andreas, who's, like Devin said, almost toppling 100 almost at this point. He's got to be close to 100 pitches, and it's nice
He's
to
at
see
101?
At 101. So it's nice to see his outfield making some much-needed plays for him out there.
Jake's sister, 4.27 ERA, 2-0 record, 5 appearances, 2 complete games, and 2 shutouts.
Yeah, I like that.
Kind
That's
of number 4 pitcher in the Flyer
sophomore
arsenal. Is she the only girl playing in Region 9 this year?
She's the only girl in the state of Utah.
Only girl in the state of Utah.
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
That's extremely impressive.
That is.
Jordan Andres. Keep a hold of that name. Not going to see her tonight. Jake's got this on lockdown. Ooh, he almost.
I don't know if he got him there. He's coming back in.
He almost got Goodman in the head.
I think he just missed it.
Yeah, Goodman shook that one off as well. He was seeing it come right at him. That was a scary moment there for Goodman, I'm sure. Steps in with the 2-1. Inside pitch again. 3-1 now the count.
Opponents are hitting 288 off of her. 282, excuse me. He's only hit 2 batters. Hasn't given up any stolen bases. It's incredible.
Going back on it, settling under it, and that is the ball game. Pryor gets out number 3. And the Flyers take this one 6-1 over the Pineview Panthers on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, great win. I mean, not too often you get a complete game and giving up just that 1 run earned. That was a really command-type performance. You said it earlier, the flow, the pace that he was working with, and then the offense just tied 1-1 for a long time, but then the offense of the Flyers came alive there, and of course, some big timely hits from Carson Hunt, the sophomore, to help propel the Flyers to a 5-run victory.
We'll take a quick 30-second break. When we return, wrap this up in the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Again, the Flyers win 6-1 on the Fan Sports Network.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 13 years of local experience. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Today's game is brought to you by Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Buck's Ace Hardware, Dealer Collision, and Finley Subaru.
Into the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game we go here on the Fan Sports Network, where the Flyers get the win 6-1 over the Pineview Panthers. Check out Johnson Pediatric Dentistry and call Dr. Cody for the new patient special. See what you could save on your kids' teeth cleanings and more. They got that great new patient special, so give them a call today.
Yeah, you get the exam, the x-ray, and the teeth cleaning for one low price. And
That's
summer's
right.
coming, so get your appointment scheduled for your kids. See why so many choose Dr. Cody.
Absolutely. Well, guys, as we wrap this one up here, I think it's super easy to give out, first off, our first award, our Finley Subaru Player of the Game. We got to go with the guy that was hitting all over the place. And that was, of course, Carson Hunt, the sophomore first baseman. Got 3 hits. He got 2 doubles and a home run. I mean, this guy, dealer collision, hit after hit after hit. He was all over the place.
Yeah, we called for Panther power tonight, but it was Flyer power as Carson Hunt was just drilling the ball all night long. Like you said, 2 doubles and that long home run in the late stages. Yeah, I think that's the easy Finley Subaru star of the game.
Guys, I mean, I said he could be creeping up there as the second-team all-region guy. If he keeps doing this, he's going to be a first-team all-region guy. The sophomore Carson Hunt, I mean,
He's
came
got
in
4 home runs now in the season.
Yeah, that was his 4th, and you look at all the RBIs. He leads his team. He got, 28 RBIs now with, multiple RBIs tonight. And he's probably leaving this game hitting like 441, 444, something like that. Goes 3 for 4 tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, an easy Finley Subaru star of the game for the Dixie Flyers and for Hunt. Let's take a look as well at our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. You could look at his home run, which was impressive. Are there any other spots that we want to look at in this game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of defensive plays. Put out from center field, double play ball. Didn't have any diving catches. Didn't have any plays at the play. We had a nice play on a forced play at the play. There was a lot of good plays, especially early when this game was 1-1. I thought it was a well-played game tonight, but man, the biggest hit of the game probably was when they broke it open and scored that second run because they never looked back. I know they go on to win 6-1. I'm trying to remember who was that. Hunt again on the second hit of the game?
It was Carson Hunt.
Scoring Carter Turley.
Yeah, it was Carson Hunt, runners on first
when he went the
second.
other way.
Yeah, he hit it out into left center field, and Turley, or that one was the first one. He hit that one down the left field line and was able to close it out there.
Yeah, I mean, plenty of praise for Carson Hunt tonight. You could go with the number of strikeouts, tonight for Jake Andreas. You can pick one of those key punch-outs. What do you have, 8 Ks, I think, at the end of the night tonight? Maybe 9 there, something like that. I mean, not quite double digits, but really close. By my count, is
8 is what I got on my count, yeah.
Go with one of those. You got to give Jake Andreas some credit. He pitched a gem tonight, goes the distance.
He did, absolutely. We really didn't see any substitutions come in this game either, so really no Jersey Mike sub of the game to look at.
No, just the freshman pinch running. Scored a run. That was it. So you probably got to give it to him.
Yeah, he gets it.
Because unfortunately, Johnson comes in as he gets pulled out after giving up 4 runs. He gets tossed, and then Sylvester comes in and gives up that home run to Carson Hunt. So tough to go with the pitcher there on the back end there for the Panthers. So probably right by default on the pinch run and scoring a run and helping the Flyers win it.
I like it. Guys, final thoughts on this one. Again, the Flyers win 6-1. Good Region 9 ball game, and good win from Dixie.
My thoughts are, Pineview's kind of stuck in the mud. I feel like they could beat anybody in a given night, but they're just not. They're just not performing at their peak potential. And now stuck on one region win. I look at Dixie 4-3, and they've got some quality wins under their belt. Already splitting with teams like Desert Hills, and obviously they're right in the mix, and they're going to keep moving up in the RPI. Meanwhile, Pineview's headed the wrong direction. You look at Crimson, Snow Canyon, and Desert Hills, and then you got to throw this Dixie team in right there with those top teams in the region. Cedar's also having a really good year. So the top 4 teams down the stretch we go. Desert Hills, Snow Canyon is the last matchup that's kind of marquee to end the season. We might not have a region champ crown until that final week of the season. Snow Canyon's going to extra innings right now against Crimson. Crimson and Snow Canyon are tied atop the region standings at 6-1.
Yeah.
Desert Hills already beat Cedar today 12-2. So, I mean, big win for Dixie to keep pace with some of those other teams with some big games still to come. But, man, state tournament will be here before you know it.
It really will, and we're going to see some great baseball from all of our Region 9 teams, I'm sure of it. And, of course, we still have a couple weeks of baseball left. We'll have a game tomorrow night, this Crimson Cliffs and Snow Canyon game we're talking about right now in extra innings. We will have the rematch of that from Snow Canyon High School right here on the Fan Sports Network tomorrow night, 7:30. Make sure you're tuning in for that one. But until then, Flyers get the win, 6-1. Thanks to Monica for running the camera. We got Nate back in the studio. And for Paul, Devin, myself, have a good night, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow night here on the Fan Sports Network.